Hi, it's Brett, the herbalist, and I'm back in the kitchen today doing a really simple recipe, one of my favourites during the winter, which is sweet potato, some carrots, spinach, and my hot tomato salsa. And I'm going to use some tomato salsa that I've made up, or tomato base that I've made up in the past. You'll find a link to this next to the video. And I'm going to add some chilies and herbs into that to make a hot salsa to go with my sweet potato. This is a really delicious recipe, and you can have it with any of the programs. It's perfect for any type of herbal health program that you're following of ours. Great for just nourishing and filling you up with energy and really getting you going, especially during the winter. All right, so let's get into it. All right, really simple thing to do here. We're just going to chop up the kumara, and we're also going to chop up the carrots. Just roughly chop off the ends. And we don't want to go overboard with peeling these things. Just get the dirty outside off them. Just a quick shave. And yeah, same with the kumara. I always find it easier to peel the kumara when you chop it in half first. Somehow it makes it easier to get around. And again, just leave some of the purple on the kumara. It's quite healthy for you. And then all we want to do is chop these into about 6 pieces each. Depends on the size of your kumara, but kind of large wedges really is what we're making here. And then with the carrots, it's really just chop them in half. If they're big, long carrots, you might even need to slice them long ways as well. But yeah, just like that, the nice chunky bites. And then just place them in the pan and shuffle them around, get them all in there. And then all we're going to put with this is a bit of coconut oil. I usually put a couple of tablespoons in a pan like this. It's quite good oil, coconut oil. It's got 0 cholesterol, which is really great, and it's very good for your immune system as well. It has a lot of immune health benefits. All right, that's ready to go. So we'll just throw it on the oven, and we'll let this cook for probably about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how hot you have it. I just have it on a low heat. It's a great way to do quick roast veggies in a pan like this. Awesome. Now we've got the tomato puree. This is the pre-made tomato puree. Green chili, that's from our garden, and a couple of dried red chilies, about 6 cloves of garlic, 1 large onion, and about half of a large capsicum. And we're going to use some turmeric in this as well, and some liquid honey. Alright, so we'll just get some coconut oil, about another tablespoon or so of coconut oil in the pan, and we'll just put that aside just to warm up. And hit some speed chopping for you. The chilies, the garlic, we're just dicing everything up. Alright. The capsicum, same thing, just in little chunks. And same with the onion. Here's my onion trick. Cut it in half before you peel it. So much quicker. Alright, now we're just going to throw these in the pan and let them sweat down, saute down until they're soft. So this is the chilies, the garlic, capsicum, and the onions. So what we're making here is the hot salsa, obviously. This is a big part of the meal. You'll notice there's quite a bit of chunky ingredients in this. So although we're just having some roast veggies, this makes up a large part of the meal. Okay, so the turmeric, a heaped teaspoon. You can put in more if you like. Turmeric is such a fantastic herb for an antioxidant for the body. Great for circulation as well. A squirt of soy sauce, which is acceptable on the DETOX. Not too much of a concern with that. A bit of salt. And we'll just stir that and combine that really well. And then we'll just let it sweat down. That can take about 5 minutes. And then we'll add in the tomato base. And if you haven't got fresh tomatoes or tomato puree, then you can use canned tomatoes to do this. So we'll just, once again, here's the honey. So a bit of liquid honey, a couple of tablespoons of that. So again, we'll just let this sweat down. And again, that's taken about 5 minutes just to sweat down and combine into a nice puree. And then we're ready to serve. So this is enough for 2 people, what I've made here. So I'm just going to do 1 serving to show you. It's about half the roast veggies. A good handful of spinach leaves as a bed. Just uncooked spinach leaves. They're really good for this. And then we'll use about half this puree. So as you can see, that puree makes up a substantial part of the meal. which is really nice. And this is quite a hot one too. So if you're not keen on too hot, maybe half that amount. And if you're on a 1 month plan, you can have a little bit of feta. All right, there you go.